There's a theory that the US dollar isn't collapsing by accident, but by design. And it all supposedly starts with one date and one decision at the very top.
All right, today we're jumping right into a pretty wild prediction, a theory about a specific three-step plan to deliberately devalue the US dollar. We're going to break down the argument behind it and then walk through the strategies some folks are suggesting to protect your portfolio. Let's get into it. So the source material we're looking at kicks off with this line. Wow, I mean, that's not some vague warning, is it? That is an exact date. It's designed to make you sit up and pay attention, and it really sets the stage for a pretty high-stakes argument about the future of money.
So, you have to ask, how on earth does someone land on such a dramatic, specific prediction? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now. We're going to go through the logic piece by piece to see the exact chain of events this theory claims is coming.
Okay, let's start with the prediction itself. According to this theory, the whole thing doesn't start with some big market crash or a war. Nope, it starts with a simple change of personnel, right at the very top of the US financial system. And here's why that specific date, May 15, 2026, is so important. That's the day Jerome Powell's term as Fed chair is up. The entire argument hinges on his successor, who the source names as Kevin Walsh, coming in and completely changing the Fed's direction to satisfy political pressure. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The source calls this incoming Fed pick a chameleon. They claim he's done a complete 180 on his entire philosophy, going from a hard money guy who wanted to raise rates to suddenly being a rate cut guy, all supposedly to get that top job at the Fed. So, this brings us to the absolute core of the theory. How could a new Fed chair possibly justify cutting rates? I mean, if you want to juice the economy, but inflation is still running hot, you've got a serious problem. Well, the source argues the solution is simple. You don't change the economy, you just redefine inflation.
And here's the exact problem the new chair would have on day one. Official inflation is over 3%. I mean, any economics 101 textbook will tell you you either hold rates steady or you raise them.
Watch the full video on my channel. This is just the beginning.